What's up everybody, it's your boy Jack here. Welcome back to the China Crew channel. This is your weekly international virus news update.
So you think you know China?
Or at least what other people have told you about it.
And that's fine.
But let us tell you what China is.
To us. Or even better.
Let us show you. If you missed our last video, please find the link above. World Health Organization upgrades global risk of virus spreading to very high. We have now increased our assessment of the risk of spread and the risk of impact of COVID-19 to very high at global level. This came about as a daily increase of new cases globally rose higher than the new cases within China. As of this morning, here are the top 5 countries with the highest number of cases outside of China. South Korea, 3,106 still infected, deaths at 17. Italy, 1,049 still infected, 29 deaths. Japan, 895 still infected, 11 deaths. Iran, 427 still infected, 43 deaths. France, 86 still infected, 2 deaths. First death recorded in the United States. In the U.S. state of Washington, health officials said a man in his late 50s succumbed to the virus. As fears grow of an escalation in the number of U.S. cases, the country is using federal defense law to boost the production of gloves, masks, and gowns. President Donald Trump has announced an extension of travel restrictions banning foreign nationals from entering the U.S. from Iran, and warning against going to badly affected areas of Italy and South Korea. Qatar reports first case of coronavirus. Qatar has reported its first case of a new coronavirus. The Gulf States Health Ministry said on Saturday the patient is a 36-year-old Qatari man who returned recently from Iran, the region's worst-hit country. He is in a stable condition, the ministry added. The majority of infections in other Gulf countries have been linked to visits to Iran or involve people who have come in contact with people who had been there. Russia asks citizens to avoid traveling abroad. A senior Russia official on Saturday called on citizens of the country to refrain from non-essential travel abroad over fears about the growing number of coronavirus cases internationally. Anna Popova, the head of Russia's consumer health watchdog, told local news agencies that Russians should stay put to avoid contracting the virus. In order to consider yourself protected today, first of all possible future trips outside the native country need to be reduced as much as possible. Now is the time when it's not worth leaving Russia. New method to detect the COVID-19 virus released. A Beijing-produced nucleic acid kit for tests that can give results within 90 minutes. The nucleic acid test kit can detect 6 common respiratory viruses, including novel coronavirus, within 1.5 hours by collecting samples of patients' oral and pharyngeal secretions. The reagent will help distinguish between influenza, novel coronavirus, pneumonia, COVID-19, and the parainfluenza. Coronavirus may be once-in-a-century pathogen we've been worried about. Microsoft co-founder and billionaire Bill Gates wrote in an article published Friday that coronavirus may be the once-in-a-century pathogen we've all been worried about. Gates' nonprofit, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, focuses on fighting extreme poverty and improving global health. Gates, in his article, said that what makes COVID-19 concerning is that it's more contagious than any other deadly diseases. First, it can kill healthy adults in addition to elderly people with existing health problems. Second, COVID-19 is transmitted quite efficiently. The average infected person spreads the disease to 2 or 3 others, an exceptional rate of increase. Depending on the quality of care that a patient receives, the mortality rate for the virus can range from 0.7% to 4%, Gates explained. UK and US stock markets fall again. Wall Street and London markets have both suffered their worst week since 2008. Share prices around the world plunged for the second day in a row on Friday, sending stock market losses linked to the coronavirus outbreak, smashing through $5 trillion in a single week. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you like this video, hit that like button. Don't forget to share the video with your friends. If you want to see more content like this, please remember to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. 谢谢。